Hey, I'm here today to talk about a serious condition called Bell's palsy. Now, a lot of you might not know exactly what this is. I didn't know anything about it until I suffered from it back in 2012. So when I did suffer from this condition, the only thing that sort of got me through it was looking up on YouTube and seeing other people, because I'd never heard of it before. So I'm going to be here to talk about it, to educate some people who might be looking for this sort of thing to help them. So Bell's palsy is essentially paralysis of the face. It can affect either one or both sides of your face. With me, it only affected one side of my face. So what it is, it's a blockage of one of the nerves in the back of your ear, which stops all movement to one side of your face. Depending on how or what your doctor says, you might be prescribed something. So many things can cause Bell's palsy. You could be suffering from a virus, so getting really sick can have some effect. Mine actually was caused by a cold sore that I had, which the virus travelled through my face and into the back of my ear, which caused that bit to swell, and then one side of my face was paralysed. I actually noticed mine the night before. I had a really weird feeling in my tongue, and things didn't taste right, which I thought was really weird. And then that night my eye wouldn't stop watering, and when I woke up the next morning I couldn't actually smile, and my whole face was sort of dropped. So I personally thought I was having a stroke. When I asked my mum about it and told her about it in tears, she did tell me that my uncle had this condition and it wasn't life-threatening. So obviously I went to a doctor. So I went to the doctor. They told me to go to the hospital, so I went to the hospital. Of course I was panicking, I was thinking the worst. Once I got to the hospital and they checked it all out, they did say I had Bell's palsy. I got prescribed some steroids, which you're meant to take within like 72 hours of seeing the symptoms. So all I say is if you do get any sort of symptoms, go and see someone about it, because the quicker you get it seen to and get onto these tablets, the more effect they're going to have of making you recover 110%. Now, a lot of people don't recover. Like my uncle, for instance, he hasn't fully recovered from it. He still has a slightly drooped mouth, which I never noticed before until I talked to him about it. It really was a scary time. I couldn't smile. I couldn't drink from cups. I had to use straws. I had to sleep with an eye patch on because my eye would dry out really bad. I ended up suffering from this for about a month. And the reason why I started to recover was purely based on the fact that I got the steroids within the 72-hour window of suffering from the condition. So make sure, please make sure, if you are suffering from this, go and see someone. The way I cope with it was, instead of wallowing in this, oh no, my face isn't working, I can't do anything, I can't smile, I can't show emotions in half my face, I decided to take the route of making fun of it. I know that sounds really horrible, but that's the way I cope with it. So I made jokes about it. I made it more accepting, so then my friends didn't feel as bad about it, even though it didn't really affect me. I didn't let it affect me. I grabbed onto it and I just ran with it. So it's really crucial you don't think too much about it, because hopefully it will get better, and the younger you are, the more chances you are of getting better, and the chances of it affecting both sides of your face is really low. So, and even if that does happen, there are ways. You can have surgeries, you can go see specialists about it, you can get put on the steroids, all that sort of thing. What I found really weird was after the month, when my face started to come back to life, as I'll call it, all I got was this tickling sensation. It's really weird. It's sort of like going to the gym and working on like your thighs if you haven't worked on your thighs, and then the next day they hurt. It was sort of like that when it started to come back. I haven't used this part of my face in a month, and all of a sudden it's working and it hurt. And it only hurt for a couple of days. I will never ever take a smile for granted again. When you can't smile your real true smile for over a month, it's really bizarre. and you sort of think about what people are thinking about you. But really, all my friends are so accepting. Like, I had Bell's palsy on my 21st birthday, and that was really hard. Like, I didn't end up having a party purely because of that, but we all went out to dinner and had a really great time. And do you know what? I actually really enjoyed myself. Even though I was suffering from this condition, I was surrounded by my friends who were at ease with the way I did look. A lot of people did tell me they didn't really even notice it, which I found surprising because I noticed it a lot. There is a chance that I can get it again with everyone. Everyone has a chance that they can actually suffer from Bell's palsy. It's not like the chicken pox where you get it once and you might not ever get it again. This can happen again, but at least I had YouTube where I could go and see people's stories and see how they were reacting and how they were taking it on and how they were recovering. So it gave me some sort of hope, because the doctor said, you know, it's not 100% sure that you will recover. There's not 100% sure that we'll ever get you back to the way you were. So to see other people's recovery was really, really sort of warming and inspirational. And I think you sort of need that to get over this hurdle of Bell's palsy. So in the info box below, I've left my email address if anyone suffering from Bell's palsy wants to email me or talk about it, because I'm always up for giving advice on how to cope with certain things. One thing in particular is the dribbling. Now that is just not fun. Also, you can leave a comment if you really want to talk about it with me, because I'm 110% free to talk about this sort of thing and help you guys, because there's nothing like living in the dark. Living in the dark with these sort of conditions is not what you want to do. You want to make sure it's known and people know about it, so then they know how to cope with it. So there are people out there that might not cope as well with these sort of things because they haven't ever had to deal with anything like this before. So please contact me if you need any help. There are lots of other videos on YouTube you can go watch. So I hope this has helped you guys, and don't forget, contact me because I'm all ears. And you will get better soon. That's all I'm going to say, is have optimism. You will get better soon. See ya.